Alright, here's my the start of the little cover for the clutch and the chain. This one is 3 1/4 inches wide, and this one is actually about 27 inches in total length. That line right there measures 26 from the opposite end, and that's roughly where I need to be, but I'm just going to leave a little extra on there just for insurance, and then once I get it to the right shape, then I'll trim off everything that I don't need. So this is the start of it, and now the hard part, we got to find something to match the radius. The hard part is going to be matching the radius. We got to find something we can use as like a die or a template to bend around the radius of the clutch, and then the radius, or I'm sorry, the diameter of the clutch, and then the diameter of the sprocket back there, because I do want it to cover the entire clutch area. So we'll look around and see what we can find that's sturdy enough that we can bend that long piece of 16 gauge around to make the first part of our cover. Okay, so I measured out the clutch diameter at about 3 3/4, and what I was able to find was this little short piece of 4-inch exhaust tubing, and this is what I'm going to use as sort of a die to bend my piece of steel around. So you can see here I got it clamped to the table, and I got a little bit of extra bent over here. So now I'm going to come in here and bend this piece over. See if we can get a good bend on this. And you kind of got to overbend it a little bit because it has some spring back to it. So there you can see we got our first bend made. Now I need to get the diameter of the sprocket and find something to use as a bending die for that. So I'll go look around a little bit more. Alright, so I got my bending die. All I did is I just went back to the same box of bits and pieces of exhaust parts that I had, and came up with a piece of 3-inch outside diameter exhaust tubing. And the sprocket with the chain I measured in at a diameter of 2.5, so this should be just perfect. So just goes to show you, don't throw away every little piece of scrap. Sometimes they come in really, really handy. So now I'm just going to come in here again, just like I did before, and bend this plate around this piece of exhaust tubing. And just goes something like that. I'll have to put a little bit more pressure on it. And that's it. That's our rough shape, at least. And so now I'll just test it and see how it fits, and do a little more bending on it. Alright, so now we're going to come in here with our newly bent first part of our cover, and we're going to see how well it fits. So cross your fingers. Oh yeah, good clearance all the way around, as you can see. So I just got to come in here and do a little more bending and trimming, and get this thing to be kind of one sort of oval shape kind of thing, and that'll be our first part. Alright, so I bent on this piece of steel just a little bit more and got it clamped into place, and we'll test fit it one more time. And there you have it, my friends. We got a nice little shroud there. All we got to do is kind of come in here and trim off some of this excess and some of this excess here on top. And we'll get it to a butt joint about right in this area, and then we'll weld it across, and then we'll be ready to mount it up. So we'll get this mounted up, something like that, and then I'll have another cover that that'll weld all to the perimeter of this piece. So just got to get going on that.